Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages of love. I'm just looking out at a beautiful little deer who is eating in the backyard, in the yard behind my yard. And I'm just gonna clear the energy with the bells. With the bells. Okay, let's check in with the energies for today and see what messages come what may. Okay, so it is a rainy day today. Wet, cool, but also very green. This is the kind of weather that promotes and supports the mushroom season. Yes. Why are we so excited about the mushroom season? Because they're tiny little things to discover in the forest that are beautiful, and I love to take pictures of them. Okay? Yes. Yay! I think this one is intention. And if that is so, it is my intention. Yes, it is intention. The energy of intention helps you confirm your choices, trust the choices that you make, and know that they are simply the best for you, okay? Setting intentions, being intentional. This is part of your magic, part of your ability to manifest, to co-create with the universe, okay? And so being intentional and setting intentions, this is a good habit to get into for sure. And it makes you an active participant in your own life, in your own evolution, in your own story, and how it unfolds for you. Okay, so let's try some intention setting right now, because this is something, that you got to learn how to get really good at. So my intention is to get better and better at setting intentions every day, right? It is my intention to ... right? You fill in the blank with what it is you are trying to intend. Because this is why your intention is important, because it's part of your creation. Even when you are going to paint a picture on a canvas and you don't know exactly what the painting is going to be, you're intending to cover the canvas with paint, right? So there's ways that you can be intentional while still leaving things open for your co-creator to add. This is collaboration, right? If you've got everything figured out, you've got no room for your collaborator or collaborators to input, to, do what they got to do. Okay, Iwas, and I'm thinking we opened right up to it, okay? So Iwas, look at the powerful, beautiful horseness that Iwas is. The horse is a trusted helper and a stalwart companion on the longest journeys. Yes, working with humanity in a role of companionship and trust for millennia. The horse knows the power of a team and cooperation. Interesting. Iwaz, while a swift energy, uses no force. Its way is persuasion, suggestion, and invitation of friendship. The power of this rune lies in union and partnership. Iwaz points to symbiotic relationships, to the joining of individual and harmonious beings. It encourages you to find flexibility and be adaptable to change. This is the time to go with your heart or intuition and not your head. Teamwork, trust, harmony, marriage, and loyalty. And this keep coming in. These are separate individuals coming together. Okay? For this motion, which is, what is this? This is like, yes, this is delicious. Okay, I think this is delicious. Okay. So that's a beautiful start. Okay, whatever your coming together is going to look like, set the intention to attract and unite with all those who are vibrating at your frequency, who are bringers and carriers of the light and joy, right? For reciprocating relationships of gorgeousness. And all of the above. Okay, a tower is coming to create strength in your life. This is the breakdown of old so that the new can be born. Okay, this is old structures that are just taking up space and their fall, their degradation. is a necessary part of building strength. Think of strength as space. You've got a bunch of structures taking up space, which is making you weak. And by removing those structures, what's this? It's the chariot. You are allowing the universe the space to build strength to bring you the new things to fill that space. Okay. And we're already getting flippers. So we've got these three cards, okay? So the chariot is the universe conspiring on your behalf. This is your cohort. Why is that such a weird word? This is the universe wanting to conspire in your favor. This is the collaboration. You hold the energy, create the space, and live balanced through your heart space. Okay, and it's easy. It's easy. No, it's a tough gig, and wherever we're at, it is, it's all valid, right? It's all part of the journey, and in doing so, you are signaling and collaborating with the universe to bring about your highest and greatest timeline, right? This is what the chariot is bringing in. It is lining up the cosmos for your highest and greatest timeline, okay? This is the self-mastery card. This is the divine union card, actually, like the sacred union, the bonding, the contracts, the hand fasting, the lifelong commitments. Okay, this is also why it's the self-mastery, because that is a lifelong commitment to yourself, right? And it's also the student and the teacher card. So this can be like keep learning, which we constantly do, right? This is why we are both the student and the teacher continuously. There's always more things to learn, and there's always experiences and wisdom that are unique to your growth that you can teach. Okay. And then the Seven of Cups. This is your beautiful overflow and sharing. And this is like the party that you and your soul tribe throws. And everybody basks in the glorious overflow of liquid sunshine and luck. Okay. And then we've got the Ace of Wands. This is the spark that lights fires, right? The match lit to light the powder kegs on fire. And what are the powder kegs? Probably those old structures that need to come down, right? And it's also that fire lit under your butt that gets you moving. Okay, what is this? We've got your ships coming in. This is your manifestations. This is your new lifetime. These are the ships that are bringing in your like-minded people, your opportunities, your inspirations, your creations, all of the things. That's what's on your ships, okay? And what else? Your intuition. This is like being able to peer into the unknown and pick up subtle inferences. Inferences? Is it inferences? That hint to what is aboard your ship. Yes. Okay. Oh, we've got some crazy movement of energy happening right now. So we'll just roll with that. This happens sometimes. I don't know why. Well, maybe it's just the converging of your timeline. This is how close we are in the shifting of timelines. This is how close the universe is to lining up your new timeline to where you are at now. Okay. This is why we get the wobble. We start to feel that uneasy shifting. So don't resist it. Allow it. Okay. I'm just going to put it on pause and see if that helps. One second. Okay. Well, it's not stopping seemingly. So if it's bothering your eyes, look away. Okay. We've got your heart being your broken heart. This is the wounds of the past. Okay. These are all the hurts. These are all the disappointments and denials and things your heart had to go through in the past. Okay. And this is your justice for that. Okay. This is the justice that even though your heart was used and abused and discarded on a regular basis your whole life, you still remained pure of heart. Okay. You still shine bright from within, and your divine justice is coming to reward you for that, because not everybody does that. There's a lot of people who get beat down and it shatters their heart and they become beaters. Okay, and you didn't. You didn't do that. Okay, we've got the holding back. This is exactly it. The Ten of Swords represents one who has been stabbed repeatedly from other people's neglect or truth, even other people's truth, but it was a distorted truth. It was a truth meant to keep you small and keep you down. So it's more of, I'm getting like dominance. It was more about putting you down, keeping you in your place. Yeah, being dominated by. Okay, and your destiny is linked to your well, look at this. What's happening here? We've got this is all what has made you this self-mastery, these things that have happened in your past. Let's see, let's go all the way down. Yes, look at this. Interesting. When I say interesting, I'm like mind blown. Okay. Just so you know. So this is the releasing of those things with honor. This is the recognition and your experience here connected to your intuition. This is all what has made you someone considerably self-masterful, right? You have gone through the wounds and the rejections and the betrayals and survived, right? You let go. You choose to let those things go instead of holding them in your heart where they rot and putrefy, right? And this is your experience. Beautiful. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, wow. Yes, this is what you've become because of it. Oh my goodness. I'm getting like, this is your transformation into one open from their heart space, and that's beautiful. And then this is where you're going, this your experience leading you to your destiny and your justice, which is highlighted immensely by the sun. This is the success card. This is the beautiful light at the end of the tunnel that you have moved towards consistently and successfully. So that's beautiful. Okay. So I'm getting here this looking at things from different perspectives here. This hanged one. This is the period in between. It's giving me the chrysalis stage of the transformation. Okay, so this was caterpillar time. Okay, and then this is the chrysalis before being born again as the butterfly and now living in a butterfly world, in your new world, which is the same as the old world. It's just now you're not bound by the confines and the weight of the gravity of Earth. You are now one with the sky, with air. Because you're a star. Okay, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is also the ability to see things from all the different perspectives, which is a great, this is a takeaway from where you have come from. Okay, so what I'm getting here, this is the pressure. Your star, you're the diamond, okay? The star is the diamond, and this is all of the pressure of while you were in your coal stage, okay? This is the pressure that turned you into a diamond. Beautiful. This is the passionate energy that you have still held within you from your heart space, okay? This is your, in the face of all this heart trauma, you're still open, flowing, and gorgeous, okay? And that is no small thing. That is no minor thing that you've accomplished or are in the stage of accomplishing, right? This past, present, and future, depending on all of our current timelines, okay? But the King of Pentacles speaks about grounding, rooted, centered, balanced in the material, okay? This is one who reached up into the sky, grabbed a star and grounded it, planted it into the earth, and it bore much fruit, okay? So I feel like this is part of your shifts and justice and destiny, to be one able to be both in the sky and the ground in tandem, because the butterfly retains its experience lived on the earth. This is why you're able to see things from the different perspectives. I think this is something that you have to offer to others, is your ability to empathize with the struggle, because you've been there and you've done that, right? And you've also come out on the other side, which is why you're a star. You are like a glimmer of hope. You are what people who are still in this phase look up at and wish upon for something better, right? You become the light at the end of other people's tunnel that encourages them to keep moving forward. Okay. Yes, you demonstrate that that wishes can come true, that if you persevere, if you keep moving forward, if you keep the love flame burning within your heart, that you will get there, that the light at the end of the tunnel isn't just an illusion, right? It's not just a midway point in the middle of the tunnel or something that you were like, if I just get to that light, and then you get there and you're like, welcome to the halfway point, and sometimes this does happen to us. There's illusion, there's delusion, there's projection, there's all kinds of things that we have to overcome. This is why it's important to create healthy boundaries and a recognition of self. This is part of your self-mastery work, is to be able to recognize when we are creating delusions or illusions in order to, I don't know, make it through. And I don't think that maybe that's necessarily a bad thing, right? If you're creating illusions and delusions that are moving you forward, then they're not a bad thing. As long as you're aware and they don't keep you stuck, as long as you don't stop where the projection is, right? You keep moving beyond it. You're like, okay, now that I'm here, I see that it was just a mechanism that I created to encourage and propel myself forward. Now I am moving from this space for even more forward, knowing the truth, right? So some things can serve us. And it's about recognizing when things no longer are so that we can release them. Yes. Okay. Let's see what else is going to come out for us today. Oh, we got one. It's the King of Wands. Okay, so this is the King of keeping the vision, the charismatic. This is the action king, the king that is taking the action upon the sparks. Okay, this is the king that holds the vision, who keeps the light of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel, as the trajectory point. That's where we're heading. And they remain fixed, right? They keep their eye on the prize, the King of Wands does. And the King of Pentacles grows towards it, right? Pentacles is a slower moving earth energy. And this, of course, all kings and queens can represent individuals in our life or aspects of ourself, right? Masculine or feminine. So use it as you see fit. You use your own intuition, tap into your own intuition as to how these aspects apply within your own story. Okay. What else do we got over here? Oh, we got the Knight of Cups, and he's all over the heart here. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles fell on her king. So I am getting this heart communication, this love message coming in passionately. Look at these horses. Boom, bada, bing, right? And then we've got this balance in the material realm, this solid foundational masculine, feminine. This is your foundation being solid, your land being fertile, your ground being stable and sturdy, your finances being ever fruiting, right? And the queen, she is the home which sits upon all of that. And she is the beautiful blooms that sprout forth. And she is the heart of the home. Okay. And that's gorgeous. Yes. So we've got a beautiful balance. This communication coming through. This is the action. So, and sparking. It's part of this here, right? Part of the spark that helps to shift the timeline. It's the action towards the thing that you keep your mind and your heart set upon. Okay. Whatever that is for you. And there's all your people being drawn to you. Gorgeous. These are your soul tribe people. These are the ones who will lift you up, who will celebrate you, who will love and support you, who will acknowledge you, who will join you, who will Did I say celebrate? We cannot celebrate enough when it comes to like-minded people who are going to value your heart, and not ever risk using and abusing it, because they recognize what you've gone through and the transformations you have been through. And not only do they want to not add to that, they don't want to risk not being a part of your shine. Okay. And vice versa. This is about reciprocating relationships. This is about the student and the teacher kind of dynamics, in the sense that we all are each other's teachers and we're all each other's students. Yes. Okay. I'm going to put that over here. Yes, it is a 5. And so typically it's like people who are drawn towards you for the benefit of you or not the benefit of you. But I feel like the high vibing that you are at right now, your level of sovereignty, wholeness, and balance within, you're no longer duped. You're no longer serving those who want to just eat. No. Yes, but no. You know what I'm saying. You have this, you're carrying this sort of truth, and you're moving forward with confidence. So you're not reliant on others in the same way. This is an evolutionary collaboration that's not based on dependency. And those old people that used to use and abuse and take advantage of you, they were drawn to your energy of one who lacked the boundaries or the confidence and or the sort of truth in order to see and cut away, right? Nobody wants to be cut away. And so, and especially those who are seeking to dominate, right? Nobody cuts me away. I cut away. Well, then they stay away because they know, oh, we can't get away with stuff with this one. Let's move on. So this new timeline, you're only drawing towards you the people who are there to celebrate, okay? In the love sauce, with the love sauce. Everybody's choosing with liquid sunshine, okay? Gorgeous. Yes, and confirmation. This is a celebration time. This is an acknowledgement. I almost want to put it over here because it's like, it's also this recognition of everything that you've gone through. It's like you couldn't have got there unless you faced the devils, okay? You had to face the devils. You had to turn around and look at your shadow. You had to integrate. You had to go through the trials in order to earn your place in the new world. It's just part of it. If this is Earth School, then you've passed. You're graduating. You have aced all of the challenges, all of the courses, and that's no small thing. And this is funny. Well, it's funny to me. Maybe it's funny to you. I'll tell you. I had a dream last night where I was lying in bed, and it wasn't in my bed because of how my bed is oriented. In my dream, it was kind of pushed in the corner, right? How we can put the one corner of the bed into the corner. And there, I woke up, and there was this giant blacky gray wolf standing over me, and teeth were showing. It wasn't like growling or drooling or anything because that's super gross, but it was just there. It was like this menacingly massive creature where it wasn't supposed to be, right? And I just looked up at it and then just put my arms around it and pulled it down to snuggle it, and then woke up. And as I was kind of meditating on the dream, going, what the heck was that about? Like, I would never, like, dogs are not allowed in my bed, okay? And then I was thinking, like, okay, the bed is pretty much representative of the most vulnerable state, right? I sleep in the nude, for one thing. So naked, in the dark, and semi-conscious, if not fully unconscious, right? Like, I am in my dream state. I'm sleeping. And so waking up to this giant creature that was dark, and it was almost, and then me putting my arms around it, and there was no fear. This was like a test or a show that I have reached a state of fearlessness, which was kind of a beautiful thing to recognize. There's also another part where I had this umbrella and I was taking somebody took a picture of me. And when they showed me the picture, my image, like the other person that I was taking a picture with, was normal, right? But the me in the picture was like a flat shadow of a witch. Okay, like the umbrella, and it was like a almost like a caricature um, representation, and it was awesome. Like I remember looking at it, being like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" Because the lines of the silhouette of the witch were like perfect, right? Like fully embodied or captured all of the witchiness, like the hat and the way the umbrella kind of had like the sharp curves, kind of like bat wings, right? And the dress and the stance, the pose, everything, and that felt like an integration of shadow. So this holds for me as part of this graduating process of shadow integration, right? Once you've recognized that the only thing you have to fear is your own shadow, and once you, right, the fears are what you think they are, right? The fears are in your brain, how you perceive things, how you consider things, how you interact with things, what you believe. And once you've recognized that, you're taking back your own power, and then nothing, fear has no place, is what I mean. Nothing. Fear has no place, right? They have no, this is true sovereignty, I believe, when you have nothing to fear, when you recognize that you control the shadows. Okay, this is your protection around all of the thoughts. Okay, this is how you protect yourself from anything, any perceived fears, is this owning, claiming, recognition, processing. Okay, this is also giving me the don't overthink the things. Don't try to think your way through everything as this is happening, right? You're like, oh, I got to think about all of the things that are coming in my ships. I got to think about this new timeline that I'm lining up with, that I'm collaborating with. Well, just like in collaborations, you can't alone think through the entire project, because that's not how collaborations work, right? It's more of like you work on something for a little bit and then you pass it off, and they work on something for a little bit. Everybody has their hand in it, and we're all shown, we're all the revelation of the completed piece is shared by everyone who had a hand in it simultaneously. It's like an unfolding of the finished project, and it's more than you could have thought of on your own, just like it's more than you could have done on your own, right? Okay, so this could also be to get out of your mind and into your heart. Okay, that's what the Ewaz, is it Ewaz? Yes, Ewaz was talking about. Now is a time to trust your intuition and your heart more than your mind, because your mind wants to see evidence. And if we leave it up to the mind would believe nothing unless it saw it, right? But we've had so much experience. We know that there is more beyond what we can see. We've experienced it. We've felt it, okay? This is that Four of Wands action, okay? Now the Five of Cups did come up. This is a consolidating of your resources. This is a releasing, a letting go, a shifting of your focus from the things you have lost into the things that you still have, into the perspectives that you have gained. This isn't about the time that you spent evolving. This is about the time you have left to celebrate, to be in your new timeline, okay? And this is what it looks like. This is what the universe is lining up for you, okay? The Four of freaking Wands. This is the beautiful card. This is the joy card. This is the glorious card, okay? This is what your intuition has been telling you is for you, is coming for you, it's meant for you, and you just need to keep balancing between your being and your doing, and acting only on the inspirational sparks, right? The things that make you feel good. Those are the things, right? When 2 options or 4 options or 50 options are presented to you, you're only moving on the one option that ignites your insides in a good way. Right? Okay, so we've got the work. Okay, this is the work that you have done, and it is gorgeous. It does take work to integrate your shadow. It does take work to control your thoughts, to be the master of your mind. But you've got this. You've got this. Okay, and the Six of Swords is about moving towards calmer waters. Okay, this is about packing up your stuff and transitioning to another realm. Okay, I have recently, well, this card has been coming up in a lot of other readings that I've come across, and that has been kind of the consensus on what this card represents, is a movement from choppy waters to calmer waters. And that is exactly relevant in this card, in this reading right now, right? We are moving from a time of heartache and struggle and release and integration and all of this process, this work that we've done to become a self-mastered person, into this world of beautiful gorgeousness. Okay, yes. And the moon, this is divine timing. All will be revealed when the time is right. Things are still in the shadows that we can't see. And this also feels right for this reading because we don't necessarily know exactly what, where, why, and how, right? We're still feeling our way. We're still drawing in collaborators, and we don't know what the finished project is going to look like yet because we haven't met all the collaborators. We don't know to what extent the piece can evolve and grow into yet, right? So that's a beautiful thing. Zamun, okay? This is also that intuition. Just trust your intuition, trust your guided nudges that will lead you along your way. Okay. Let's get the mushroom cards. It's 4412 on the timestamp. And yesterday's reading, that was so cool. It was taking a long time to upload, and then I was trying to do stuff and kept forgetting about the freaking upload. And anyways, I didn't notice because I do speed up the video. So if you're ever, I don't know, annoyed or whatever, if it's too fast for you, you can, or too slow even, you can change the speed on your three-dot drop-down menu on your viewer and change the speed to whatever works for you. Okay, I just do it because it's quicker upload and it helps me detach from myself when I'm listening to the readings after I become one of the collective, right? And so yes, so anyways, I change the speed, and then that's the only edit I do, and then I add a fade in and a fade out. That's it. And then I upload it, download it, do all the things. Well, I didn't realize that the timestamp on the video is 44 minutes and 4 seconds, which was really cool because 444 came up in the reading, and the fours have been coming up actually quite a bit. And so that was a kind of a beautiful synchronistic surprise. And we love those. They're little nudges, little moments that the sun comes and, sorry, not the sun, little moments of confirmation from spirit. Okay, turkey tail, block. What block? What block, turkey tail? Which is a number 4. Okay, see what I'm saying? And so is this 4 of wands. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. The 4s are coming out. Oh, and there's a 4 right there. So there's 3 4s right away. Okay, so turkey tail, where is there a blockage or stagnation in your life? It is time to focus on building your energy and defenses so you can shift this stuck energy. Chinese medicine says, if there is debris in a creek causing it to be blocked, do not lift each heavy piece out of the way individually. Instead, build the flow of water so its force moves the debris on effortlessly. The creek or river is our blood and ki, and the debris is stuck energy, repressed emotions, and the accumulation of fluids that need movement to transform them. When we build ourselves up on the inside, we give ourselves a better chance of pushing through obstacles within and outside of ourselves. Turkey tail is effective in cancer treatment. Cancer is the proliferation of cells in an abnormal state, that is, an overgrowth of cells. Ask yourself, what has triggered something in my life to grow out of control and dangerously? Is something you have left unchecked grown to a point that it is no longer serving you? Or is there someone or something in your life that is no longer for your highest good? It's time to look around you and inside yourself to find what stands in the way of your flow and remove it. By making this stand and strengthening your energy, you allow the life force that moves through you to flow. No. By making this stand and strengthening your energy, you allow the life force that moves you to flow naturally, bringing balance and harmony back to your life. Okay, so there may be some blockages if you're feeling a little bit stuck, right? Feeling a little bit blocked. Then movement, okay? And this not moving all the rocks, but focusing on the flow of your energy. So physical movement is really good. Grounding is really good. I just was shown on my algorithms, it's a type of Tai Chi, is that the thing? And it was about using a cupped hand to hit certain, or cup smack, cup smack, certain areas in our body to release fluid. And so that could just be it. Your body could be in this state of transforming or merging with the new timeline, and it's still got some old dense stuck energies flowing through it, blockages that need to be released. So go out into nature, hug a tree, get your feet on the ground, do something that encourages the flow of energy within. Okay. And I'm also getting back to the beginning with the breaking down of the tower, right? To allow the energy to move. The towers, the structures that need to come down are acting as blocks. And this movement of energy, you need to get rid of those old towers in order to allow energy to flow again within your space. So you determine whether this is an internal or external, but think about your space as an external projection of your internals, right? So yeah, purging and cleansing to allow energy to move. Yes. Yes. Okay. I think we'll just, okay. It's a little bit of what, and a card fell. So let's see what that is. Where we go? Oh, it's 2 cards. And it's the Hermit and the 10 of Swords, okay? So this is a confirmation of you coming out, you leaving this space of solitude. This is your old life, okay, that you are walking away from, that you're leaving behind. And look, the sun is coming out to make itself known in a beautiful way. This, we love when the sun does this and puts upon some rainbow confirmations, although I don't think you can see any of them because they're all over the room. Beautiful. Okay. So what can you tell us? We've got a 4 of coins. A 10 of coins. And an 8 of wands. Okay. Wowza, the sun. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so the 4 of coins turning into a 10 of coins. That just seems beautiful already. Yes, okay, so this is the clinging to nostalgia. Excess breeds misery. The manacles of materialism. Okay, this is the things that you are leaving behind. That's the old world. This is the new world that you're stepping into. Security, stability, inheritance, and material wealth. Okay, yes, thank you. That's the calmer waters you are heading towards. This is what the tumultuous world waters that you are leaving behind. Okay, what is this one? What does this one have to tell us? Once. Blackberry. Yeah, I didn't have a single blackberry this whole season. Speaking of blackberries. Dedication to a cause. Successfully juggling multiple projects at once. Okay, beautiful. This is the collaborations that are coming in from the people. From the people. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful confirmations. Okay, let's get a kitty card. And then we call it a day. Because, yeah, the uploads have been taking a long time. I'm sorry for such a late posting, but I tried to get at it earlier in the day. And then, yeah. I don't know how people post multiple. I guess multiple slow ones or little ones. I don't know. Okay, we've got the catalyst and vulnerability. So meet Luna. She may seem a little ominous at first, but do not worry. She's truly here to help us. She is the catalyst. She is the kitty form of the Philosopher's Stone, the magical alchemy that metamorphically turns lead into gold. She might shake things up like a crazy thunderstorm, but the sky will be so much clearer afterward. She is the maven of breakthroughs and revelations. When Luna crosses your path, you might feel a shiver, but do not be afraid. That is only the first sign of a miraculous shift, okay? I feel like your active participation in movement of energy in all aspects of your life, purging and releasing, getting away of the things that are no longer serving you or won't serve you in your new world, right? There's things, there's skill sets, there's projects, there's jobs, there's piles of things that you have that may no longer be relevant anymore. And so you holding on to them are just taking up space for beautiful other things to come and fill it, even if it's just nothing, but it's allowing movement of space, right? Movement of energy. The catalyst. Yes. It may be of significance for you. And vulnerability. Meet Shadow. This little kitten hasn't had the easiest time. You might see him peeking out of a dark alley or quickly slipping out of sight in an abandoned building. What he really needs is some love and nurturing. Don't you just want to take him home and cuddle him? Well, that is what he wants too, though he may not show it at first. Shadow is the part of us that has ever been afraid, defensive, lonely, hurt, or angry. He is our deepest vulnerabilities. He is the place inside that needs love more than anything, and you are the one to give that love. Look at those eyes. You know you want to. Oh, buddy. Okay? So yes, part of your growth and transition is recognizing the strength and vulnerability, recognizing the power you have in, like, even in my dream, that was my most vulnerable state, in bed, sleeping, right? And I was confronted by probably one of my worst nightmares, a giant wolf staring down at me, okay? And I hugged it. Yay! Okay? So look, vulnerability has a rainbow on them. Beautiful confirmation. So don't be scared of the vulnerability. And this is part of, maybe what you've picked up on the people who have used and abused you. That was their way of shielding and hiding their own vulnerability, right? That was their shadow version of self running rampant. And you chose something different. And so you embraced vulnerability and came out stronger because of it. Look at this gorgeous sun confirmation, okay? This is the sun coming out in your new timeline, showing you that you're there. This is the light. This is you arriving at the edge of the tunnel, being like, yay, that was a long haul through the darkness. And now it's nothing but sunshine and roses, okay? And balanced, beautiful, reciprocating gorgeousness, full of abundance, right? There's the plethora. There's the joy, the gorgeousness, the luck. Yes. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. What else we got? There's a hanged one confirmation. So it may seem like you are just waiting for this timeline to show up. You're waiting for your people to show up. You're waiting. Well, you're not waiting inactively. You're focusing on the flow of your energy, where it's going, how it's flowing. Okay, and you want it to be joyfully. Yes, gorgeous. Okay, there's a hermit. This is you becoming a master. Okay, look at, you've got the owl of wisdom. You've got the blue throat chakra as your staff stone, and you've got a purple robe. This is your connection to your third eye and your higher knowing. Okay, and you are shining your light over the mountain tops, and like a beacon that is calling in your soul tribe, other hermits who are coming out, stepping out of the cave at the top of the mountain, looking around and being like, oh, I see a light over there. I'm going to go check that out. Okay? Because this is your new world. And like the oyster, you are the pearl and the oyster exists around you. Okay? I don't know where I was going with that, but it was going to be good. Okay. Judgment confirmation. Oh, no, there's no judgment here. But there is judgment because your guides are working in your favor. The universe is working in your favor. The universe is one of your longest running collaborators, okay, that are working to bring you your justice, to bring you to this timeline of beautiful gorgeousness and connect to the trees. Okay, yes, there's a confirmation of that. That's how you re-empower yourself. Okay, it's too long for the charm, so I'm just gonna pull out one, and it's the butterfly of transformation. Okay, this is you about to embark in this gorgeous new timeline where you are one with the sky. Beautiful. Okay, there is your gorgeous reading for today. And the sun came out for us to confirm how beautiful. We started off and it was dark, right? It was cold, it was wet, it was gloomy. And we've moved through the processes, and now we are in a world of sunshine and rainbows. Okay, that is where we're heading. And I'm so excited to meet you there. Okay, so set your intention to purify and intensify your energy flow and trust that all things flow to the sea. And the sea is going to be gorgeous. Okay. So I'll see you there. Love you. See you next time. Okay. Bye.